What is the expression for A1? Y3 bar, Y2 bar, Y1 bar plus Y0. Okay. So any other response? Samarth, Y3 plus Y2. Okay. So then, okay. So by looking into this truth table only, you can write the Boolean expression. So if you see here for the A1, when A1 is high, the A1 is high when Y2 is high as well as Y3 is high. So you can uh, one second. You can see here. So when Y2 is high and Y3 is high, you will get the A1 as high. So you can write the expression as A1 is equal to Y3 plus Y2. Similarly for A0, so when A0 is high, so when Y1 is high as well as Y3 is high. So what is the expression? It is nothing but Y3 plus Y1. Okay, so A1 is Y3 plus Y2 and A0 is Y3 plus Y1. And this is the circuit diagram for this encoder. So you have the OR gate. So using OR gate, you are implementing encoder. So using this circuit diagram, you have studied how to write the gate level code. So in the theory also, in the recording session, I have explained about this. Using the two OR gate, you can write the gate level description for the encoder. So, but in your syllabus, it is specifically mentioned that you have to write the encoder code using the behavioral style. So, we'll go to the behavioral style where we will use the case statement. I hope you have studied about the case statement in the previous lab session also. So, we'll use that same case statement here. This is the syntax of the case statement. You have the keyword case, followed by the inside the parenthesis you have a variable, or it can be a register or the wire. Then you have some value inside this, colon, statement 1, semicolon. Similarly, value 2, colon, statement 2, semicolon. So it goes on. So at the end, you have to give a default statement also, then ending the case. So here the value 1, 2, 3, it can be a binary value or the decimal or octal or the hexadecimal value. So if you see this example, here the case is the keyword, and inside the parenthesis you have selection, that is one variable, and here you have some value. Okay, so it is 0, 1, 2, 3. That means it is values is in the decimal format. Okay, then colon, then you are assigning something to the y. So y is equal to a. So this is the assignment operator. Equal is the assignment operator that we use in the behavioral style. So y is assigned with the a when the selection is when selection line is 0. Similarly, y is assigned with b when the selection line is 1. Y is assigned with C when selection is 2, and Y is assigned with D when the selection line is 3. So then if we have any other combination other than 0, 1, 2, 3, so then it will display the error in the selection. So this is how we use the case statement in the behavioral style. So once you start the case, then you have to end it with the keyword end case. There is no space between end and the case. So this is the Verilog code for the 4 to 2 encoder that is without a priority. As you see here in the previous slide, you have 4 inputs and 2 outputs. So in the program, have used the vector. Okay, so you have to start with the module keyword, then you have to give some name to the module. It is encoder underscore WO, that is for the without priority. I have used this. Then inside the parenthesis, you have the port list. It is out underscore Y and in underscore A. Then you have to declare which is input and which is output. So you have the input of 4 bits, so that is 3:0, where in underscore A of 3 is the higher bit and in underscore 0, A of 0 is a lower bit. Similarly, you have the output that is also of 2 bits, so it is 1:0, so 0th bit and the first bit. So then you have the behavioral statement. So this part remains the same for all the modeling styles. Okay. So then you have the always block. If you want to execute the statement in the loop fashion, then you have to use the always block. And at inside the bracket, you have to write the variable. So you are monitoring the inputs, that is in underscore A. So I have written inside the bracket. So then you have set of statement to be executed. So we have the begin and the end statement. And inside the begin, we are starting with the case. So case, and the variable you are monitoring is input, that is in underscore A. And you have the 4-bit binary value in the here. It is 4 tick, that is a 4-bit. Tick B means that is a binary value 0001. So at that particular time, your output will be 2 tick B00. That means output is of a 2-bit with the value of 0 and 0. Then the next case is when the input is 0010, output is 01. When the input is 0100, output is 10. And when the input is 1000, then the output is 11. So if you have any other combination other than these 4 combinations, then you'll get the error message. Then you're ending the case, and this end is for the begin. Then ending the module. So this is the behavioral code for the 422 without priority encoder. Is there any doubt here? Any doubts? Any doubts in writing the behavioral code for the 422 encoder? Only one response. What about others? Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one, that is 422 with priority encoder. So here we will give the priority to the MSB. So your Y3 has the highest priority, then comes Y2, Y1 and Y0. So what happens here, when Y1 is 1 and remaining all 0, then the output is 00. When the input is 001x, x means it can be 0 or 1. So then the output is 01. When the input is 01xx, then the output is 10. And when the input is 1xxx, the output is 11. So that means, so if you consider this, even if it is 10 here, if you consider the second row, if it is 0010, then also the output is 01. or if it is 0, 0, 1, 1, the output is 0, 1. Similarly here, if you have y2 as 1 and if this is 0 or 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, the output is 1, 0. If it is 0, 1, 1, 0, then also output remains the same. If it is 0, 1, 1, 1, the output remains the same. Okay, so now we will write the expression for this. Okay, so you have the same table here. So can you tell what is there? Can you get the expression from this? So when everything is 0, what is the output? When everything is 0, what is the output? So we don't know that, so we'll write it as unknown. Okay, so when it is 0, 0, 0, 1, that is y3 is 0, y2 is 0, and y1 is 0, y0 is 1, then the what is output? I am checking for the A1. I'm checking for the A1. Okay, it is 0. Then if you consider the second row, when y3 is 0, y2 is 0, and y1 is 1 and y0 is x. X means it can be 0 or the 1. So we'll consider that when it is 0, 0, y3 is 0, y2 is 0, and y1 is 1, then the output is nothing but 0. When y0 is 0, then again output is 0. So is it clear, this row? Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. The second case, the third row, when y2 is high. So if you see here, so when y2 is high here, so you have two cases here. So where the y2 is high. So these two conditions where y2 is high. So what about the output? So whatever might be y1 and y0, the output remains 1. So everywhere I'll write it as 1. Okay. So if you consider the last row where y3 is 1 and remaining can be anything. So then the output is 1. So y3 is 1 in these two rows. So I'll write, so anyhow already it is 1. So let it be like that. So 1, 1, 1, 1. So after this we have to group. Okay. So how we can group? So you have one group here. Okay. And one more group here. So now can you get the equation? Can you get the equation for A1? What is A1? From this grouping, can you get the equation? So for this block, it is y2 y2 plus y3. Correct. Sorry, y3. y2 plus y3. Okay. So I hope you are clear with this one, A1. This is for A1. So we'll move on to the next one, A2, A0. Okay. So when everything is 0, what is the output? When y1 is 0, y2 is 0, or y3 is 0, and y0 is also 0, what is the output? So we don't know what is the output. So we'll take it as unknown. Okay. So then So we are checking for this. When y3 is 0, y2 is 0, and y1 is 1, and y0 can be 0 or 1. So for that, we have 0, 0, 1. If you consider 0, 0, or 1, 0, then what is the output? What is the output? What I have to write here? Is it 0? The second column, second row. When y3 is 0, y2 is 0, y1 is 1, that means I have to consider these two columns. And y0 is, consider it as 0. So then what is output? It is 1. If the combination is 0, 0, 1, 1, then it comes here. What is output? It is again 1. Okay. And we missed here for this block, it is 0, 0, 0, 1. It is output is 0. Okay. Next, we'll check the third row. Okay. So you have the combination of 0, 1, XX. So 0, 1 means it's the second row. So when y2 is high, so for these two cases, the y2 is high. So what is the output? Output is 0. Output is 0. So I have to fill 0 everywhere here in the two rows. Okay. So then for the last one, when y3 is high and remaining all can be 0 or 1, the output is 1. So that means last two rows. So I have to fill it as 1. So in this row also, y3 is 1. So I'll write it as 1 here. Okay. Now, if you consider the third row, you have initially when y2 is high, you got the output as 0. When y3 is high, you got the output as 1. So it can be either 0 or 1. So I'll write this as unknown. It can be 0 or 1. So I'll write it as unknown, X. Okay. So whenever you get the don't care or the unknown value here, you can, while grouping, you can consider it as high. So you can group like this. So you have one group here and one more group here. Okay. So now can you tell what is the expression for A0? What is the expression for A0? So you have one set here, which is nothing but y3 plus you have one set here and here. So it is nothing but y naught of y2 and y1. So this is the expression for A0. Whereas in the previous case, for the without priority, you had A0 as y3 plus y1. Okay. So hope I am clear with this. Any doubts here? Okay. So as I said, for this with the priority, we are giving the priority to the MSB. Okay. So we will check that whether we get the correct answer here. So you have the expression of A1, that is y3 and y2, y3 plus y2, and A0 as y3 plus naught of y2 and ORed with y1. So now we'll take the one example here. Okay, so I'll take the second row. Okay, so what is expected here? What is the expected output here? when y3 is 0, y2 is 0, y1 is high, and y0 is 0, what is the expected output? What is a1 and what is a0? Is it 1 0? It is 0 1. You're supposed to get 0, a1 as 0 and a0 as 1. So we'll verify this. Consider you have the okay, y3, y2, oh, y1, y0. Okay, so we will consider the second row with the inputs 0, 0, 1, x. So I'll take it as 0. Okay, I'll take one more case 0, 0, 1, and 1. Okay, so now what is a1? What is a1 at this condition? So using this expression we will analyze what is a1. It is OR of operation of a3 and a2. So a3 is 0 and a2 is 0. So what is a1? It is nothing but 0. Okay, so for the second case, when here in the second case y3 is 0 and y2 is also 0, so a1 is OR operation of y3 and y2, so the output is 0 again. Okay, so did you get the same equation like this? Output, the same output as 0. So in both the cases you got it as 0. Okay, we'll try with the a0. Okay, so what is a0 now? So see the equation here. A0 is nothing but y3 plus naught of y2 plus into y1, that is our operation. So we'll use the same input 0 0 1 0. So y3 is 0 here, and you have naught of y2 y1. So naught of y2 means it has 0 value. So naught of y2 is 1. So 1 is ORed with 1. 1 is ORed with 1. So output is 1. That one is ANDed with y3. So the output is 1. Okay. So we'll check for the second case. What is naught of y2 y1? So y2 is 0. So naught of that is 1. So 1 is ORed with 1. So it is 1. That one is added with 0. So the output is 1. So for both the cases, when 0010 and 0011, that is nothing but in general it is 001x, you got the correct output. So you're supposed to get 11 for both the case, you got it. Okay. So we'll try with another example. I'll take the third row. Okay. The third row 01 xx. So that means I'll give 0100, then 01111, or I can have one more combination. 0101, or one more 0 1 1 0. So we'll try with these three combinations, these four combinations. Now what is y1? So what we supposed to get here for 0 1 xx, what is expected output? What is expected output? It should be 1 and 0. So we'll check that. Now, if you see the y1, it is a y3 plus y2. So y3 is 0 in this case, y2 is 1. So what is the output? A1 is 1. Similarly, the second case, when y3 is 0 and y2 is 1, the output is 1 again. Then for the third row, if you see, y3 is 0 and y2 is 1. So what is the output? It is again 1. The last case, when y3 is 0 and y2 is 1 here, so the output is 1. So is it the same as that of this one? So you got the output as 1. So if you check for A1, A0, so we'll try with the same values. You have the input as 0, 1, 0, 0. Not of y2. y2 is 1, so not of y2 is 0. 0 is ANDed with 0, so output is 0. So 0 is ANDed with y3. y3 is again 0, so output is 0. For the second combination, not of y2 is 0. 0 ANDed with 1, it is 0. 1. 1. 0 ANDed with 1 is 1. 1 ANDed with 0 is 0. Next combination, not of y2 is 0, ANDed with 0, it is 0, 0 ANDed with 0, again 0. So for the last one, not of y2 is 0, 0 ANDed with 1, it is 1, 1 ANDed with 0, it is 0. So you got the output as 0 for all the cases. So same thing we were expecting. Okay, so is it clear now? Any doubts here? Any doubts? Okay. So that is what the expression we have. So for this, we have to write the code. So which is very similar to your with priority encoder. So only change you have to make in the code is, okay, it remains the same. The module name and the input you have to declare, then you have to declare the output. So then in the always block, you have to monitor the input variable. Then you have to give the keyword begin. Then you have the condition that is a case X condition. So case X means since you have the unknown state here, so you are writing, you are using the case X. Okay. So the case X, if you use the case X, it considers the X output as a, it can be, if there is a input is in the high impedance state or in the unknown state, the output will be in the unknown state. So to monitor that X value, unknown value, we are using case X. So then you have the variable name, that is the input variable name in underscore A. So then give the input combination. For tick B001, your output should be 00. Then for tick B001X, the output is 01. Then if it is 01XX, the output is 10. And if it is 1XXX, the output is 11. If the input is 1XXX, the output is 11. So if anything other statements, if any other inputs are given, then you'll get the error message. Okay. So to verify this, I have added the test bench code for the same. So this is the test bench code for the without priority encoder. Okay. So which is very similar to with priority encoder. Only change you have to make is while giving the input combination. Okay. So I hope you know this. This test bench, you're very familiar with this. So you have to start with the module, then the module name, then input you have to declare using the keyword register, which is of 4-bit, the output with the keyword wire, which is of 1-bit. So then I am instantiating the without priority encoder here. So this code is for the without priority encoder, the test bench code. So then I have given the instance name, then listed output and input. Then as usual, you have to display whatever you have to display, that you have to write here, then monitor. Then you have to give the input combination 0001, 0010, 0100 and 1000. So can anyone tell what changes you have to make in the test bench code for the with priority encoder? What changes you have to make in the code? All combination. So this part remains the same. Only change you have to make in this. What changes you have to make for the with priority test bench code? Yes, Disha, you're correct. You have to give 001x. Yeah, first you have to give first one 0001. It is similar to this. Then 001x, 01xx, and 1xxx. Okay. So I hope you are clear with this. Okay. So when you simulate it, you'll get the output like this. When it is 00, output is 00, 01, 01, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So instead of 0 here, you have to write it as X for the with the priority encoder. Okay. But in your actual syllabus, you have to design a 8223 encoder. They were asked to design 8223 encoder with the behavioral style. Okay. So for the 8223 encoder, you have 8 inputs starting from Y0 to Y7. You have 3 output. That means 2 to the power 3. So 3 outputs. N is 3 here. So you have 3 outputs, A2, A1 and A0. So this is the truth table for the without priority encoder. When A0 is high, then the output will be 000. When A1 is high, the output is 001. When A2 is high, output is 010. When A3 is high, output is 011. So it goes on. So when A7 is high, then the output is 111. So can you try to write Verilog code for the same? So what changes you can make compared to the 2 to 4, 4 to 2 encoder? So here is the code. So what changes you have to make it as 8223 encoder? What are the changes you have to make? Yes, input for the 8223 encoder, you have 8 input lines. So input should be 7:0. Okay. So what about output? Output is okay 0:2 or 2:0. So it is 3-bit. Okay. So then that is the one change you have to make. Then inside the case statement, you need to add something. Some lines you have to add. So here in this code, you have 4 input combination, whereas for the 8223 encoder, you will have 8 input combinations. So this is the code for the 8223 without priority encoder. You have the input is 7:0, total 8 bit. Output is 3 bit, 2:0, 3 bit. So inside the case statement, you are giving 8 tick. That means you have 8 input bits with the combination 0000, 0001, then 10 like that. Okay, and output is 3 tick 000, so up to 111 you have to give. Okay, so this is the only change. Then you have the default statement. If anything other inputs are given, then you'll get the error message. So end case should be E should be in the lower case. So it was by mistake, it is in upper case. It is a lower case. Okay. Is there any doubt in this? Any confusion between 4:2 and 8:3? Okay. So similarly, you have 8:3 with the priority encoder. So it is very similar to your 4:2 priority encoder. So here also the priority is given to the MSB. Okay. So so you can see here. So okay. So this is the mistake. It was supposed to be X here. Okay, so when it is when A1 is high and the lower bit is unknown, then output is 001. When A2 is high and lower bits are unknown, output is 010. So then A3 is high, the output is 011. So like that. Okay, so when A7 is high and remaining all are unknown, the output is 111. This is the code for the 8223 priority encoder. Okay, so I have introduced the case X here, and the X instead of 0 you have X values. Okay, so here is the test bench code for the with the priority encoder. Okay, you have I have instantiated the with the priority encoder here. Then just monitoring and displaying some variable input and output, then giving the input combinations. Okay, any doubts here? Any doubt in 4:2 with the priority encoder, without priority encoder, or in 8:2 3 with the priority, without priority, or in the test bench? Any doubts? So you are clear with all the steps? No doubts? Okay, so when you simulate this, I have simulated the with the priority encoder. So this is what the output will get. So are you people trying in JDoodle? Are you simulating in JDoodle? No one is trying the code. No one is writing the code in the JDoodle. If you're not trying, we'll start giving the assignments. Okay. So if you are not working out, we will give the assignment. So one part of the program will explain here, and remaining part you have to work in the JDoodle and you have to submit it. Because our one lab is cancelled, the Saturday session is cancelled. So we'll give it as assignment if you're not working. So out of 120, no one is working in the JDoodle. No response. See, we were sharing this PPT also. You can just copy the program and you can check. Okay. So all of you must try in the JDoodle. So in the summary is in the today's session we have seen 4 to 2 encoder and 8 to 3 encoder with and without priority. And in the next section we are going to discuss about ALU, arithmetic and logic units. Okay. So with this we'll wind up the session. So if you have any doubt you can ask.